The Vergas Show is brought to you by Vergas State Bank, your locally owned full-service bank.
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perham, make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Spanky's Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on the shores of beautiful Rose Lake.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hanson. Thanks for joining me today. I'm out at beautiful Spanky Stone Hearth on beautiful Rose Lake, which is now open, and I'm with Josh Hanson. Thanks, Josh.
Morning, Sherry.
Did you have a good winter out here at Spanky's?
We did. We had a fabulous winter. Weather cooperated for the most part every night. We were open at the restaurant.
I know, and I just absolutely love it when the fireplaces are going and you can come and have that little bit of a quieter than what your summer is, but you need that summer, right?
So true. The ice went out on April 2nd this year, which is
it's a little
typically
early.
a little earlier than normal. So it's usually the last lake to go out in the area because of its depth. Rose Lake is about 140 feet deep. So it's usually a couple weeks behind the majority of the lakes in the area.
Now you're going to have to get on board like a lot of the locals and keep track of those ice outs, you know, and see where it goes in history. You know, you're the new generation to keep that up.
For sure. Some people like to wait till there's a little skiff left on the lake. Other people like to walk around the whole lake shore to make sure there's not another ice particle on the lake.
Be precise, right. Well, Josh, ice is out and summer's ready to start. You've got summer hours coming up. Why don't you tell me a little bit what those will be?
We're currently open Wednesday through Sunday at 5 p.m. Starting Wednesday, May 11th, we'll be open every night for the summer beginning at 5 p.m. And we're open until 10 p.m. We also have Mother's Day coming up.
Yes, Mother's Day is coming up.
I have a feeling my mother will be working that day.
Yeah, maybe back in the kitchen doing some dishes, but that's great. Then I get to see my sons. And so what do you have going on for Mother's Day, Josh? I know that you used to have buffets. Why don't you explain a little bit? I know the servers and kind of everybody just love the idea of having a plated meal.
For
so
sure.
Tell us about that.
So about 5 years ago, we decided to head in a different direction for Mother's Day. Instead of doing the buffets like the majority of the restaurants do, we do a plated meal. So we have 5 or 6 different options on the menu. Also have many options as far as salads, soups, breads, potatoes, starches, vegetables are concerned as well. And we kind of let you pick and choose what you'd like. But actually the nicest part is that the server actually comes to your table, takes your order. You don't have to go through the buffet line and struggle to get your food up on the buffet line. So it's really nice that you don't have to get up. You can sit down and converse with your family. And we've found out that it works out much better than a buffet.
You know, and as I'm in the kitchen doing dishes, I get that personal service too, yes. But no, Josh, okay, so you've got that going on during the day, and then you can order off the menu in the evenings?
True. So we have that select menu from 10:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then also at 3 o'clock till 10 o'clock we start our regular menu, which is available on a nightly basis.
And you'll have specials like on Saturday night, Friday night
Certainly.
of Mother's Day weekend too, right?
Yeah, we run features each week. It's kind of fun to have the chefs create whatever they like in the back. So in addition to the menu that we have when you're seated, we also have a feature menu on a nightly basis. And there's probably 5 or 6 different features on there, from appetizers to salads to main entrees to desserts. And that really lets the chefs in the back be a little more creative, and they're really proud of what they produce back there.
You know, that has been a great thing because people will come out and the first thing they'll look at is like, oh, what's the special? You know, is this something on there that I've never had before and want to try? And
sure.
And then if there isn't anything, they've got the good backup of the full menu, which of course there is always something on there.
Right.
Yeah. A
lot of those features that we have each night, we try to support our local growers, whether it's beef, lamb. We've been doing a variety of vegetables actually through the winter, so we have a good cooperative going on with a lot of these local producers. One thing we've been doing is raising our own cattle. We've teamed up with the Lar family over on Spirit Lake, and they're raising cattle for us. Everything is locally grown, processed, and brought to the restaurant within about 10 miles from here.
I think that's just
fantastic.
There's nothing better than fresh, but then also supporting your local people too.
Sure.
Now, you've actually gone in when the beef has gone in and to be slaughtered, right?
That's true.
Yeah, you go with it and watch it and make sure that, that cuts are going to be made for you, and then you bring it back here and do the cutting of the meat.
Yeah, everything's federally inspected over in Pelican. The nice part as well is we get to utilize the different cuts that come off of the cattle, and that's just as fun for myself and the chefs in the back to learn which cuts work best. There's different grains running through the cattle as well we have to be aware of, so you don't get a tough cut. We're also selling our own hamburger at the restaurant now through this local project, and that's been going really well. So if you're interested in some burger as well, we'd be more than happy to let you try a little at the restaurant.
Oh, that sounds awesome, Josh. Okay. Now, I know that you've got catering going on too. This is the time of year that the catering is busy.
Catering's really blossomed. The nice thing that separates our catering from the other caterers is the fact that we have a cook trailer, so we can go on site and cook for you instead of transporting the food from, say, the restaurant to the site that you're looking at having the catering.
Nice and hot right there, yeah.
And sizes of caterings, everybody asks how many people we can cater for. We will do caterings for romantic evening in your house. We can come in and cater for 2, all the way up to 300, 400, 500 people for bigger weddings and events. So it's kind of limitless. And the nice thing about our catering, we have a variety of menu options as well. If you'd like to come in for any type of consultation or have any other thoughts or questions regarding catering, you can certainly call the restaurant too.
Right. What's nice about it too, Josh, is I know that you'll set it up where they can do a taste testing so that they kind of have an idea of what they're going to be getting. And
if they're not sure before the taste testing, 99% of the time after they have the tasting done, we're signing a contract.
And that sounds good. Now, what is your radius?
We travel probably about a 100-mile radius. That's a nice thing. Once again, with the cook trailer, we can actually go on site and cook. So we'll go within about 100 miles from here.
And I know that at one time you did where you would, the cook trailer is great, for that purpose, but there has been times where people want you to come in and use their kitchen.
Oh, certainly. And we'll leave it cleaner than when we got there.
Well, gee, maybe I'm going to hook up on that one. I wouldn't mind you coming in and cooking, and my kitchen's cleaner. That would be absolutely great. Josh, you got opportunities for employment this summer?
Yes, we do. We're just starting to get our summer staff figured out and scheduled. It's always a tumultuous time right now with so many activities going on, but I encourage anybody that's looking for some opportunities this summer to come in and fill out an application. We will be hiring in the next week or 2.
Oh, okay. Well, let's wrap this up now. You got summer hours starting when?
May 11th.
May 11th, and then you'll be open from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. every day?
Yes, on a nightly basis through September.
Okay, and then you got Mother's Day coming up. The wine pairings, are they pretty well done for the summer?
They are. We just finished our last
yeah.
wine pairing. We'll be doing another wine pairing probably at the end of summer. We're also doing some cocktail pairings.
Oh, tell me a little bit about the cocktail pairing, how that went.
Excellent. It was our first annual cocktail pairing last month. Had a great turnout. We'll be doing another one this fall. We've done many wine pairings in the past, and that's great, but there's also another avenue for some people that maybe not necessarily enjoy wine as much, so we've opened it up to cocktail pairings too. And our manager, head bartender Matthew Hansen has been kind of at the forefront of getting the cocktail pairings organized. They did to try the food with the cocktails as well, and it's real interesting how different flavors of cocktails go well with different cuisine as well.
And it's a little bit more casual too.
Very much so.
Yeah, and so you have it here in the bar. So if you want to get on that email list, that's the way that you find out about some of the different things going on. And how do they do that?
info@SpankyStoneHearth.com.
Okay, and so you can check your website out too. And I think that once you get on that too, then doesn't it give you a update when you have specials and what's going on for the weekend, if you have entertainment going on?
Yeah, if you're on the email list, we try not to bombard you with too many emails. We send one out a week, usually on a Wednesday or a Thursday, and that informs you of all the specials, features, entertainment, anything going on at the restaurant for that week.
So it sounds like it's happening at Spanky Stone Hearth. You're going to want to make sure that you stop out this summer, maybe once, maybe twice, whatever. But thank you, Josh, for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the Vergas community, and you have a good day in Vergas.